Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Young Savage here today with another video, and today I am joined by.
Fire Monkey 469.
And today, guys, we are going to be giving you the review on the movie Antman and the Wasp. So, yeah, let's get right in. And, Fire Monkey, go ahead and tell them basically what it's about.
All right, so Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp is the sequel to the original Ant-Man, came out a couple years ago. The basic plot of this story is, as you know from the first movie, the mom got stuck in the quantum zone. I think that's what it's called. And they're basically trying to, get her back. And by doing that, they have to build this, like, quantum tunnel of sorts. And the antagonist of the movie is a ghost. And basically, her body is shifting between in and out the quantum zone. And so she also needs the quantum tunnel. So she's basically trying to steal the tunnel from them, while Ant-Man and the gang are trying to, rescue their mom. So that's basically what most of the story consists of.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. So, Fire Monkey gave you the basic rundown of what the story is talking about. So next, I guess we'll go straight into what we thought was good, and I'll start us off. So one thing that I did think was good that I seen like on Instagram somewhere, someone like talk about it before I had went and saw the movie. That they thought that I'm not sure what it's a little my bad what it's exactly called, but like when they use the like CGI to make someone look younger, but they like use themselves. That like they said that like in this movie, Marvel really like kind of perfected it. Like in other movies before, like you can like tell a little bit how like I don't know, it's a little bit off or something like that. But in this one that they really hit it, and I was like, when I was watching it, I was like looking out for that a little bit, and I was like, they did a real good job on who is it? Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, I think were the two.
And Goliath?
Oh yeah, and Goliath. It was like them.
Yeah.
I think they had scenes when they were younger, yeah, and they were looking really good. I wasn't like I couldn't tell that it was I mean, you can kind of because you like see the
you
actors.
can kind of tell, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, but it was like it's pretty stellar. I thought that was really good. And one thing that I did like was I liked a lot of the things that like because I could tell they were trying to go for kind of a comedy here more than a serious tone. And I like some of the I don't know comic things. Like one thing that I thought was really funny was when he went to the school and he was shrunken and he put on that jacket and that guy was all like, "Hey, turn around!" And he just like kind of ran away. That was really funny to me. I don't know. Some of the jokes were like pretty good to me, but I don't know. Fire Monkey will tell you later, kind of his opinion on jokes. But what did you think was good, bro?
So just like you said, I really thought that the comedy was well done this time around. The first Ant-Man movie was also pretty funny, and I think that they kept the same formula this time around as well. The part with the school, like you said, it was a really funny part. I did like the teacher too. Like he didn't really seem to care too much. He was just like, "Oh, come back," and then it was like, "Ah, never mind." He was just whatever about it. So I thought that it was funny. There were a lot of jokes as well with I forgot the name of the guy. He's like the Mexican guy. So there's a part where he's giving like, yeah, him. The part where he's giving the truth serum, and then he's giving like his whole story on like how he like found out about Scott and stuff. So I thought like a lot of the stuff in it was funny. There were some kind of jokes that kind of they felt kind of flat, but overall it was a pretty comedic movie, and I thought the action was pretty nice as well. So what do you think about the action yourself? Like some of the fight scenes.
Myself, I'm trying to think back. Yeah, it's been a couple days since I seen it, but like I don't know, the action was like good. Like I mean, it was all right. I wouldn't say like any of the fight scenes necessarily would be in the top of mine like MCU like fight scenes, but like I mean they were like all right. I mean they were all right. Like I guess the car chase scene was like kind of like a fightish chasing scene. I don't know. There weren't a whole bunch of fight. It was like a little bit. I mean, there was a little bit here and there with Ghost like phasing. That was kind of cool. And Ant-Man and Wasp fighting her. There was that one scene in the beginning was pretty cool. Whenever Wasp goes to get the tech from the one dude that was kind of like a villain in the movie, but he was kind of Wookiee. And like when they throw the knives and she's kind of running on them, that was kind of cool. So like the scenes themselves, they were nothing like crazy, but they were like they had some pretty cool stuff. I mean, doing with Ant-Man and the Wasp, how they can shrink and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I guess that's the main stuff that we thought was funny. I mean, why did I say funny? That we thought was good. So next we'll go into the bad. And you want me to start off?
Yeah, you can go ahead and start off.
Uh, So one thing that I kind of thought was I don't know, I would say kind of bad was that like the way that so like you know how Ghost like obviously she was like I mean if you're gonna die in the situation like I don't know you might not want to listen to reason and you're just all like whatever I'm doing it this way if this is how I'm gonna live this is how I'm gonna do it but it kind of seemed like if like I don't know if they would have tried to sit down or not sit down but like if they would have tried like harder to like be like if you like give us a chance we can probably use what is her name Janet Van Dyne to help
Yeah.
you like with your problem rather than trying to like I'm not even sure what she was trying to like use them I don't know while they were in the
I
thing.
think like so they were trying to use the quantum energy from Janet, so that way it could like stabilize Ghost somehow.
Oh yeah,
Like yeah, like you said, like I did think the villain like this time around was a lot weaker than the recent villains. I saw a lot of reviews as well say that, and
yeah,
after
yeah,
watching the movie, I could definitely agree. She didn't feel like much of a villain. She, like I felt like her like what she was trying to do was like almost just as selfish as a lot of the what the main characters were doing. They were like
yeah,
trying to go out of their way and save their mom, but they were doing some like bad stuff because they were running away from the FBI.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean that was one thing that I don't know. I was like, I feel like that could have been like, I don't know if it was real life that maybe could have been solved a different way, but that wasn't
Yeah,
too bad. And another thing that I don't know personally, I wish would have been a little bit different, kind of was like the way where I mean it made for really funny scenes, but like I was hoping like at times that or not at times, but like in the movie the way he can't really control whether he shrinks or grows with the certain suit. Like I was thinking whenever like he gets big from the trailers that it was gonna be kind of like Infinity War, and he's gonna be like all right, I've only done this like one or two times. Let me try it, and then I don't know. But I mean, it was still pretty cool that he like kind of did it on random. But I don't know. I was thinking like kind of since this is Ant-Man like two that they would show like I don't know. He's kind of getting this down. He's like he did it in Civil War and he was like all tired afterwards. So now he's kind of like perfecting it almost. But it was I mean it wasn't bad necessarily that he couldn't. But I don't know. I was just looking for him to like take that more of a next step as a hero. Even though I still think he did. Because like in the first movie he was kind of goofy, not goofy, but like all the things I've ever seen is Ant Man. He's always like this really smart guy. In the MCU, kind of took a different take where it is the smart guy, but now he's kind of passing it down to this guy who's a burglar, so he knows how to do a lot of things like that. But he's not like I don't know a genius. So that was kind of different to me because I've always seen where it's like Hank Pym and he's like really smart. But I mean, like now I don't know. He's still like he's really like I don't know evolved as a character, even though like he may not be as good of a fighter or something as like other heroes, but he's still like a hero at heart, if you know what I mean.
yeah, I feel man.
Yeah. So that was like the only other thing that I thought was kind of bad. There wasn't really anything like really that bad with the movie. So let's talk about the end credit scene. If you want, you can I don't know, give us your opinion on that.
So before watching the movie, I had already heard about like, because I heard that the movie is really like funny, cheery, but the end credit scene, it really changes the mood up, so it's really like sad and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, I was expecting the whole Thanos thing to take effect, where like one of them like disappears or something. I was thinking it was gonna be something small, like one of the ants like dies. But it definitely took like a turn for the worse when Ant Man was sent into the quantum zone, and now that everyone like this.
Yeah. I feel you. I like how they show how this is like part of the bigger picture and how this is still connected to the MCU. I mean, obviously you know that, but when they show like I don't know something from a different movie, it like I don't know, it always makes me feel better seeing like oh snap, this is all really connected. And especially how Infinity War came out recently, and we're all like, dang, lots of heroes are really gone. And then right now at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, we're trying to go get Ghost some stuff. So I don't know what it was called, the quantum whatever's, to
Yeah,
kind of
the
help
quantum
her.
energy.
Yeah, that they're going into the thing to try and get some, and then he's in there, and then they just all disappeared. And I was like, oh snap! Like I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that it was gonna be some ants that were about to like I don't know disappear on some funny stuff. That they really made all three. Who is it? Hank, Janet and Hope, all of them disappeared, and I was like, dang, they just got Hope back too, and now she's already gone, and these two are gone. So I wonder how Scott's gonna get out of the whatchamacallit, out of the quantum realm.
Quantum Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, dang, this is really gonna make for a cool. I don't know when he's gonna. I guess he's gonna do it in Avengers 4 at some point. But I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool the way they kind of tied that all together. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think that is all, guys, for this video. We did get. I guess we got to every point that we kind of wanted to reach. You got any last words, Fire Monkey?
Nothing really. Honestly, I'd give it, the movie itself, 4 Antonio Banderas out of 5.
So yeah, guys, I like he said, I hope you did kind of enjoy this review, and if you did, leave a comment down below, telling us what you like and tell us what you want to see next on the channel or what movie reviews. And I guess we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Let's creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating.